There are mornings when you wake up with no energy. Everything feels heavier than it should. There's no major illness, no urgent diagnosis, just a tiredness that's become the background of your life. And yet you keep ignoring it as if your body had no limit. Modern culture glorifies productivity but forgets restoration. It demands performance but never asks what it's costing you. And in the middle of all that constant pressure, we've stopped listening to the most essential thing: what it feels like to live inside our own body. This isn't about having the perfect physique. It's not about following a flawless routine. It's about noticing your body has been speaking to you, and you've been too busy to hear it. Your body doesn't punish you, but it does warn you. First with tension, then with pain. And if you keep ignoring it, it will slow you down in a way you can no longer avoid. It's not punishment, it's consequence. Even the most spiritual life needs a physical foundation, and when that foundation weakens, your soul begins to shake. The Stoics didn't worship the body, but they didn't reject it either. They saw it as a vehicle, the means through which your values show up in the world. Seneca put it simply: it is not wise to despise what nature has given us to live with dignity. Sleeping well, eating well, moving intentionally are not luxuries. They are pillars. Even the strongest mind can be thrown off by a weak body. It's hard to think clearly when you're in constant discomfort. Hard to practice patience when your nervous system is exhausted. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's responsible. Everything you offer, your time, your focus, your love, first flows through your energy. The Stoic doesn't aim for a perfect body. They aim for one that's functional, stable, and ready to support what matters. Neglecting the body is easy at first. One skipped meal, another sleepless night, a week without movement. None of it seems urgent until exhaustion becomes your new normal. And then you become short-tempered, disconnected, emotionally flat. Not because of who you are, but because your body is operating in emergency mode. Even philosophical thinking needs physical stability. Otherwise, each thought becomes a struggle, and every emotion feels louder than it should. Maybe your poor sleep isn't random. Maybe your eating habits are more about coping than nourishment. And eventually that takes its toll. You don't need a diagnosis to start caring for yourself. You just need honesty. Am I living in a way that my body can actually sustain? Your body doesn't forget what your mind tries to minimize. It stores the long nights, the lack of movement, the tension you've carried without speaking. Everything leaves a mark, even when you try to pretend it doesn't. And when it builds up enough, you can't hide it anymore. You struggle to focus. You react without meaning to. Even the things you love feel distant. That's not weakness. It's a signal, a silent message that something needs attention. You know what strength really is? Caring for your body before it breaks, acting before it becomes an emergency. Stoic strength isn't about enduring unnecessary pain. It's about preventing it when it's within your control. Taking care of your body isn't about looking good. It's about showing up for your mission, your people, your mind. Because when you're drained, everything else suffers. When your system is inflamed, your presence fades. You stop being fully there, and slowly, the life you're trying to build loses its foundation. You don't need to change your body. You need to care for it. Not to look different, but to live differently. Think of the times you snapped because you were sleep deprived. Or the times you quit something important because your energy just wasn't there. That's health too. And even if you don't speak it, your body feels everything. It shows in how you breathe, how you walk, how you carry yourself. It starts with awareness. Ask yourself one question: can my body support the kind of life I want to live? If the answer is no, don't judge yourself, adjust. Begin with the basics. Sleep just 30 minutes more. Choose a meal that fuels you instead of just distracting you. Take a walk, slow, intentional. This isn't about achieving an ideal, it's about building a foundation. A foundation that doesn't collapse every time life demands more from you. Caring for yourself doesn't come from massive changes. It comes from small decisions, repeated consistently, the ones no one notices, but your body always does. Drinking water when you want more caffeine, going to bed when you know you're past your limit, pausing to breathe before reacting. Your body responds best to daily kindness, not sudden punishment. And that kindness shows up in the choices you make when no one is watching. You don't need to share your progress. Just feel more alive, more capable, more present. That is also success. Not measured in applause, but in how you feel waking up. When your body is well, everything shifts subtly. Your mind clears. Your patience returns. You reconnect with what matters. The hard conversations don't feel as overwhelming. The emotions don't drag you down as fast. Fear loses its grip. This isn't magic. It's just what happens when your body is with you, not against you. Your body is your quietest ally, and when you respect it, it gives you back stability. Health isn't the destination. It's the ground beneath everything you want to build. Stop seeing your body as a problem to fix. See it as a place to return to, with respect, not frustration. It's not about how it looks. It's about how it feels, and how you feel when you inhabit it without fighting yourself. Self-love isn't built in front of a mirror. It's built in every moment you choose care, even when no one's watching. Your body isn't an obstacle to your purpose. It's the channel. It's the ground you stand on. And when you treat it like that, your mind begins to trust you more. Caring for yourself isn't a trend. It's a decision, one born of respect and strengthened by daily practice. You don't have to change everything. Just stop abandoning yourself. Do it for you, not for approval, not for appearance. Because being well is part of your mission too. You can't control everything that happens, but you can prepare yourself to face it better. And a cared for body is a ready body, ready to love, to serve, to endure, to build. It's not too late to return to yourself, to listen to your body without judgment, to begin, even with the smallest step. Do it as an act of love, as a form of alignment, as a commitment to yourself, not to an image. Being stoic isn't about enduring everything. It's about choosing wisely what's worth holding, and your health is worth holding. Respect yourself enough to stop postponing what matters. And if you can do one thing today, just one, do it. If this message spoke to something real in you, write it in the comments. I won't keep ignoring myself. And subscribe if living with awareness feels like the kind of wisdom you're ready to grow into. Because no matter how much you accomplish, if your health is quietly falling apart, you're building success on unstable ground. And eventually, that ground gives in. Not all at once, but slowly, with more stress, more irritability, more disconnection. So don't wait for your body to scream. Listen while it still whispers. Check in with yourself today, not to fix something, but to honor the part of you that's kept going, even when you didn't care for it. Breathe a little deeper, rest a little longer, move not out of punishment, but respect. And when you feel better, don't call it luck, call it consequence, because the life you build starts inside you. Take that seriously. Not dramatically, just consistently, with small daily choices that say, I'm worth the effort. Your body is your first home. Care for it not because it's broken, but because it's sacred, and because the life you want starts with how well you carry yourself through today.